Assalamualaikum. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good afternoon. New students yang berusaha Profesor Dr. Rusayani Ismail, Assistant Vice Chancellor UUM College of Business and Dean of School of Economics, Finance and Banking. Yang berusaha Associate Professor Dr. Subramaniam Sri Ramalu, Director of Postgraduate Studies Unit UUM College of Business. Yang berusaha Associate Professor Dr. Nur Azam Abdul Razak, Program Coordinator of Postgraduate Studies Unit UUM College of Business, Deans of College of Business, Postgraduate Coordinators, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Faiza Shafi'i from Postgraduate Studies Unit UUM COB. On behalf of College of Business, I would like to welcome everyone, especially the new students, to College of Business, University Utara Malaysia. Dear students, ladies and gentlemen, now it is with a great pleasure that we call upon Assistant Vice Chancellor, UUM College of Business, yang berusaha Professor Dr. Rusayani Ismail, to give her welcoming address. Prof, over to you.
Okay, thank you very much, our MC, Madam Faiza Shafi'i. Yang berusaha Associate Professor Dr. Subramaniam Sri Ramalu, the Director of Postgraduate Studies Unit UUM College of Business. Yang berusaha Associate Professor Dr. Nur Azam Abdul Razak, Program Coordinator of Postgraduate Studies Unit UUM COB, Deans of UUM COB, Postgraduate Coordinators, Staff of Postgraduate Studies Unit of UUM COB, and new postgraduate students of UUM COB. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, and very good afternoon to all. As we all know, we are gathered today to welcome all of you. Welcome to UUM, even though you are not physically here. To the first, I would like to welcome you to the first trimester of the academic session of 2021-2022. So in this trimester, I was informed that we have accepted 188 applications from Malaysia and elsewhere to our postgraduate academic program. Of these, 111 are international students and 77 are our local students. Of these also, 101 are master's students and 87 are doctoral students. So again, I wish you, I would like to congratulate you all for today to become the new student of COB. As for your information, our COB academic community comprises over 1,000 postgraduate students. Of course, we are honored that you have decided to pursue and continue your studies at UUM COB. And of course, we want to make sure that our students receive the finest possible education, the highest quality that we can offer to you all. As an AACSB accredited institution, the College of Business places a premium in educational excellence. AACSB accreditation is the hallmark of excellence in business education, and less than 5% of the world's business program have been recognized by this prestigious accreditation agency. Just for your information also, that this year we're going to have our re-accreditation of AACSB that we are getting since 2016. So we have, the first round of re-accreditation process with the peer review team, and we're going to finish it in November. With the accreditation of AACSB, as we promise you to, to offer the best quality education that we can. So as all of you know, during the pandemic, our teaching and learning is conducted via online, and in this semester, we still proceed with the 100% online. And as a matter of fact, we have been using this online platform since MCO was introduced on the 18th of March 2020. So we hope that once this pandemic subsides, hopefully soon enough, looking at the trend now with the, the vaccination and all, we hope that we can go back to the face-to-face platform, although perhaps with a new normal. When this happens, I want you to enjoy your life as a postgraduate student to the fullest by mingling with each other. You have to come to, to the campus. It's a beautiful campus. It's a green campus. So, so for you to, mingling around as well as, with the community in the campus and also the outside community in the neighboring area. For the local students, I want to encourage you to demonstrate a Malaysian hospitality to our international brothers and sisters so that they will feel at home. For the international students, I want to encourage you to blend in, socialize with our local students. While you are enjoying this social life, don't forget that your objective to get here is for your, to obtain your degree, a PhD degree or a master degree. So do not compromise on your study. Study hard while enjoying your life at the same time. Thank you very much. And again, congratulations for becoming our student here at COB. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Prof, for the welcoming address. Okay, dear students and ladies and gentlemen, joining us today also the postgraduate program coordinators, whom you will meet later during the parallel session. The coordinators are Associate Professor Dr. Wong Wei Chun and Associate Professor Dr. Norihan Abdullah from School of Economics, Finance and Banking, Associate Professor Dr. Akilah binti Abdullah and Dr. Muhammad Hazrami Harun Rasid from Tunku Putri Intan Shafinas School of Accountancy, Associate Professor Dr. Nurul Sadikin Azbiya binti Yaakob from School of Technology Management and Logistics, Associate Professor Dr. Nur Azimah Chiu binti Abdullah and Dr. Nazlina binti Zakaria from School of Business Management, Dr. Ahmad Kilmi bin Abdul Rahim and Dr. Alias Makno from Islamic Business School. Dear students, ladies and gentlemen, now without further delay, I would like to invite Yang Berusaha Associate Professor Dr. Subramaniam Sri Ramalu, Director of Postgraduate Studies Unit, UUM College of Business, to give his opening speech. Doctor, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Faiza. All right. Hi, everyone. How are you doing? Can
Good.
they good? Yeah, they can respond to us, right, Faiza?
Fine, doctor.
All right. Okay.
Fine, Doctor, fine.
All right. Good. Great. Okay. A very good afternoon. Good evening. Good morning, wherever you are now. All right. First and foremost, I would like to congratulate and welcome all the new students to UUM College of Business, the one of the largest school of business, I would say College of Business in the country as well as in the region. When we talk about in terms of the number of students, the postgraduate students and also the undergraduate students, as well as the number of faculties that we have. All right. So I must express my gratitude and thank you for choosing us, yeah, to pursue your postgraduate studies. All right, that's first. All right. As mentioned by the Assistant Vice Chancellor just now, regarding the quality of education that we offer, right? With the AACSB accreditation that we have obtained sometime in 2016, all right, and we're gonna go through a re-accreditation exercise again this year. One thing we can assure you is the quality education that we can provide to our students, because we need to fulfill the standards set by this international accreditation, the AACSB, which is a US-based accreditation body. So that's what you can expect from us. And as what most of you already aware, in many parts of the world, the teaching and learning are still conducted through online and also remote learning approach, these two methods. And in fact, it has become a norm also for the past 1.5 years. But again, we are getting some indication that very soon, if not this year, probably early next year, the campus, right? Not only UUM, all the universities across the country, probably we will open the campus in stages. Yeah. So all depends, but we are getting some indication from a Ministry of Higher Education as well as from some other ministries, but nothing is confirmed yet. So until then, all our activities, teaching and learning, will be done online and through remote learning, all right? So there's no face-to-face yet. What we have is only the virtual face-to-face interaction for now, all right? Some are adapting very well with this remote learning approach, even the students as well as the faculty, right? This applies to supervision as well, if you are doing your research. But of course, if given a choice, we want to meet you all face to face, which I think is going to happen very, very soon. So just bear with us. All right. Just to clarify about our role here, we are my unit, the postgraduate studies unit. Basically, we are managing all the administrative matters of the postgraduate studies in UUM COB, in the College of Business. Yeah? Although the programs are offered by the schools, 5 schools under College of Business. I think you know by now your program under which school, right? So as far as administrative matters are concerned, everything from your admission until your graduation, you're going to deal with us, my unit, and my deputy here, Dr. Azam, also with us, and also our AR, Assistant Registrar, the person in charge for the administrative matter, Puan Nurul Nadia, she also is here with us. So this is what we are doing here. So what I can assure you here is that we'll try our very best to provide the best services to all of you, the new students, all right, and any support that you need. All right, in the event we are unable to assist, probably we will talk to the relevant, units or agencies here to assist you, right? What is important for us, we want you to have a pleasant journey. We want you to enjoy this, the transformation journey with us for next 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years, depends, yeah, the duration of your program. And so just approach us. Please contact us if you need any assistance. And with that note, I don't want to take too long here because we have other agendas after this. So once again, I would like to welcome all the new students. We are so excited to see you. but of course not through face-to-face. Okay, welcome. All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Subra, for the opening speech. Okay, everyone. Before we continue to our next session, can please turn on your camera for a good photo. Can we get everyone to turn on the camera? Okay, is everyone ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you for a great view. Okay, now, dear students, ladies and gentlemen, now without further delay, I would like to invite Yang Berusaha Associate Professor Dr. Nur Azam Abdul Razak, Program Coordinator of Postgraduate Studies Unit, UUM College of Business, to brief the students on matters related to postgraduate studies. Doctor, over to you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good evening everyone. So here in Malaysia is evening, almost 3 o'clock. So basically, so we have it's 2:50 something. So I hope all of you have a good day, and here I would like to brief you on certain important things regarding your postgraduate studies. Okay. Let me share this with you. Okay. Can you see this? The slides? Okay, yeah? I hope you can see. Okay.
Doctor, yes.
Okay, thank you very much. So I have around 20 slides, okay? So basically I'm going to describe, okay, the rules of the game here, okay? Somebody said she cannot hear me. How about the rest? Can you hear me or not?
Yes, doctor.
Yes.
Okay, in that
Can.
case, there's somebody else's problem from the other side. Okay, so I have around 20 slides. Okay, here to describe our rules of the game. Basically, the rules and regulations of these postgraduate studies, and this is the first trimester of the session 2021-2022. Okay, which we call it as 211. Okay, 211. So this is the a brief calendar, okay, of this particular trimester. So we are operating on a trimester basis instead of a semester basis. We used to operate on a semester basis, which is 2 semesters per year, but now we have 3 trimesters per year. So the difference, basically now we have 12 weeks of teaching and learning instead of 14 weeks of teaching and learning. Okay, when we move from semester system to trimester system, we have shortened the teaching and learning period from 14 weeks to 12 weeks. Okay, so today is 8th of September. So this is registration, briefing and registration. Tomorrow you're gonna register courses, and then we're gonna have a period of study from 10 September, which is on Friday, until 2nd of December, which is on Thursday. And then after that you have a bunch of other things, and then we have a final exam week or final assessment week, which is about 10 days from 3rd to 12th December 2021. And then after that you're going to have a break, trimester break, which is 4 weeks. Okay, and then it's over, and then we're going to start again for next trimester, which is in early January next year. Okay, so basically this is the generic schedule that we have. Okay, so the things that I'm going to be talking about, okay, you can get full information from any of these three sources. One of them is our website, Postgraduate Studies Unit website. We call it PSU or UPS in Malay. So this is the link. And then you can also get the information from our academic handbook, academic guide, Postgraduate Academic Handbook. And this is the link. You can see the link there, which is also extracted from the website. Okay, the book can be extracted from the website. And then much later in your journey, you're going to be writing thesis or dissertation or a research paper or project paper. So we have guidelines to writing thesis or dissertation and all of this other stuff. So these guidelines also are available in our website, and this is the link. Okay, so what I'm going to be talking to you today is just some key aspects of this full information that you can get from these three sources. Okay, academic rules and regulation. So if you look at our postgraduate academic handbook, there are close to 10 sections, and one of them is academic rules and regulation, which is section 4. And if you go through the handbook, you're gonna see detailed explanation of rules and regulation. But here, in this 20 minutes or so, I'm gonna be talking about some key aspects only. I'm gonna touch on some important things. Okay. So first of all, for new student like you, so we have to activate your status and register courses. Okay, so registration for you is today. Okay, so some of you probably have already registered early this morning. If you haven't done so, you should be doing that very quickly today, tomorrow, and so on. But officially it's today, but you have a few more days to go. And then after you have registered as our students, then the next thing is course registration, registering for courses. So now you have slightly more than 2 weeks from 9 September, from tomorrow until 26 September. Okay, so these are some of the things that you should be aware of. Okay, so if you have some problem, okay, you can refer back to us later on. Okay, I'm going to provide you with contact information of me and staff in this UPS. Okay, so you need to make sure that fees must be paid before registration. Actually, we have already emailed all of you, okay, a few days ago, okay, before this. Okay, so I do not know, maybe there is some problem in the email, but you can come back to us later on. Okay, you can check with us. Okay, and then just now it was for new student. Now it's for returning student, existing student. They must register within the first 2 weeks of the new semester. Okay, and then fees must be paid within 1 month. Okay, so it's slightly relaxed compared to the new student. New student, we must pay early on. Okay, so these are some of the things that you should observe, and this information will be useful for you in the coming semesters, semester 2 and onwards. Okay, you should be able to register during the first 2 weeks of new semester, and then you must pay within 1 month. Okay, because if you fail to do so, you can be terminated. Okay. Okay. Another thing is regarding deferment of study. Okay. You may apply to defer your study. Okay. Because of health condition and because of some personal reasons. Okay. But if it is based on, if the basis is health condition, okay, you have evidence, then your deferment will not be considered in the calculation of your study period. For something else other than health, the deferment period will be considered in the calculation of the study. So if your study period is the maximum is 15 trimesters, so if in any one trimester you apply for deferment and it is approved, but the semesters goes on, okay, the semesters go on, it's just that you don't have to pay any fee because you defer your study. Okay, and then this deferment can be done maximum 3 semesters during your entire study period. Okay, so between 1 and 3 trimesters lah, between 1 and 3 trimesters, at least 1 trimester or at most 3 trimesters. Okay, if you have some strong reason to do so. Okay, change of study mode. Okay, so we have a part-time mode and we have full-time mode. Okay, so these are the 2 modes that we have. So suppose you register as a full-time student, but later on maybe 2 years down the road, okay, you feel like you need to change your status to part-time. Okay, you can apply, okay, to change your study mode from full-time to part-time, or vice versa. Okay, but this can only be done once in your study period. Okay, so we just want to let you know that this option is available. Next, change of program. Okay, so our program, what we mean by change of program is that we have master, for example, for master's program, we have masters by research, we have masters by coursework, and we have masters by mixed mode. Okay, so these are the program. Okay, so you may change from masters by research to master by coursework, masters by coursework to masters by mixed mode, or vice versa. Okay, any 3 of these, if it is available in mixed mode version, you can also change. Okay, but this can only be done once only during your period of study. Okay, so you have to apply, of course. Okay, so these are some of the other information. Okay, you need to pay a fee of 200 and so on. Okay, so this is something that you might be interested in particular, your period of study. Okay, the duration of study, it depends on whether you are master's program, whether it is coursework or mixed mode, coursework mode or mixed mode, master's program by research, or doctoral program by mixed mode or by research. Okay, so we have 2 modes, 3 programs: coursework and mixed mode, research mode, and then doctoral program, mixed mode and research mode. And then within this, you also have full-time and part-time. So for example, suppose we are talking about master's program by coursework. Okay, full-time, for full-time, the minimum is 3 trimester, which is 1 year. Okay, 1 year, or maximum is 9 trimester, which is 3 years. So our trimester will be from September until December, then from January until April, and from May until August. This will be 3 trimesters per year. Okay, so we have September, January, and May. Okay, the starting point. Okay, and then you can take a look if you are doing a PhD, doctoral program. Full time minimum is 9 trimesters. maximum is 15 trimesters. So you should be able to finish, you should be able to complete your study within this period, okay? Within this maximum period, okay? So all of these pieces of information, okay, are available in our postgraduate handbook, okay? But we are putting it here just in case you miss it. Next, now, if we are talking about PhD, masters by research, and masters by mixed mode, okay, you're gonna have to go through something called proposal defense, okay. So you have a proposal defense, okay, and there is a timeline for this proposal defense. Okay, for example, your doctoral study, doctoral program by research, okay, if you are on a full-time basis, so it is a 5 years, right? 5 years, which is 15 trimesters. 15 trimesters, your duration of study, and you should be able to defend within 18 months. Okay, you should be able to defend your proposal within 18 months. Okay, if you are masters by research full-time, you should be able to defend within 9 months, and so on. Okay, so you can take a look at all of these 18, 24, 9, and 12. Okay, for different program and different mode of study, full-time and part-time. Okay, so if you look beneath that, you have some conditions there before you can defend your proposal, your thesis proposal or dissertation proposal. You should have completed 2 prerequisite courses successfully. Okay, so for PhD and masters by research, we have 2 prerequisite courses. One is academic writing, and the other one is research method. That is in general. Okay, so you should be able to complete that first. You should be able to complete successfully these 2 courses first before you can go for proposal defense. Okay, and the completion must be, the grade must be at least B or 3.0 for each course. Okay, and then if you are a PhD student, okay, you should present your research idea in a symposium or colloquium organized by school. Okay, so this is a compulsory for PhD student. You should present in a colloquium before you go to the next step, which is a proposal defense. Okay, for master student, it is not compulsory, but you are encouraged to do so. Okay, so observe these conditions, okay, for proposal defense. And then candidates who fail to defend their thesis within the specified time will be terminated. So make sure you observe these rules and regulations regarding proposal defense. Okay, and the next one is Viva Voce, which is basically oral examination for your thesis or dissertation for PhD and masters by research and masters by mixed mode. Okay, we have this Viva Voce, which is oral examination. So there is a limit, and there is the earliest submission for your thesis or dissertation for oral examination. So for example, for PhD full-time, you can submit as early as 24 months. Okay, you can submit as early as 24 months, which is 2 years. Okay, and then the limit is 5 years. Okay, so that is the latest that you can do. Okay, that is if PhD by full-time. Part-time will be 36 months, the earliest, 3 years, and your threshold limit, the last time you can submit, you can do the oral examination is 7 years. Okay, so candidates who fail to submit their thesis within the specified time will be considered failed. Okay, so make sure you observe all of these deadlines for proposal defense and also for Viva Voce. Okay, these are the checkpoints for your academic journey, whether you are a doctoral student or master student by research. Okay, now let's talk about courses. Okay, so if you are taking a master's program by coursework or by mixed mode, okay, these are the minimum amount of credit hours that you can take. Okay, so we're talking about if you are going for full-time mode. Okay, so the minimum credit hours is 12, the maximum is 16. So basically our courses in general, they are, each of them is worth 3 credit hours. So we're talking about 12, meaning that 4 courses. 16, we're talking about 5 courses. Okay, because some of them, a handful of them will be 4 credit hours. Okay, and then if you are a part-time student, minimum is 3 credit hours, maximum is 8 credit. Okay, so here we're talking about course load for masters by coursework and masters by mixed mode. Okay, this is a grading system. Okay, this grading system is pretty much standard. Okay, it turns out that it is the same grading system applicable to postgraduate student and undergraduate student. So A plus is 90, at least 90. A is at least 80, A minus is 75, and so on. And then you go down 5 point each from A minus to B plus to B and so on. So you can see from A plus to A, we have all these plus, solid, and minus until C minus. So then the next row one is we have D plus, and then D we do not have D minus. Okay, that is the only thing. After D, down there is F. Okay, the courses that you take in your master's program, as well as for prerequisite courses in PhD and masters by research. These are the grade given and the marks. Okay, so other than that, we also have some other grade. For example, X. Okay, you have X grade if you are bored. Okay, if you are prevented bored from taking your final exam. Okay, there is an attendance requirement. So you have 12 meetings, 12 class meetings for 12 weeks. So you need to attend at least 80% of these classes. If you attend less than 80% of these 12 class meetings, you may be barred from taking the final exam. And in this case, you'll be given a grade of X. Okay, because you cannot take final exam, you get grade of X. And that X is not redeemable, meaning that it will remain there in your transcript. Okay, it will remain there in the transcript. So other than that, we also have a course that is on an audit basis, audit paper. So you do not register as a regular student, but you register as audit student, in which case you'll get a grade of either satisfactory or unsatisfactory. Okay, and then other than that, we have for research paper we have pass and fail. Okay, but if you're taking a project paper, you're gonna have A, B, C, D, and so on, just like any other courses, and then that grade will be considered in calculating your CGPA. Okay, so basically when we talk about thesis based, okay, so we start from a thesis, and then we have a PhD thesis, master's thesis, and then master's dissertation. Okay, and then we have mini thesis. Okay, this will be a research paper and project paper. Research paper is 12 credit hours. Project paper will be either 9 or 6 credit hours. Okay, so for project paper or research paper and all of these things, okay, thesis like courses, okay, you'll be given a grade of in progress or IP if you cannot complete during that particular trimester. Okay, in which case you can move on to the next trimester. Okay, so for any trimester that you cannot complete that project paper or research paper and so on, you'll be given a grade of IP, which is in progress. Okay, next is if you are taking some courses, okay, and then these courses is divided into 2 coursework and then final exam. So at the end of the trimester, you'll get your course grade, okay, your course result and course grade. If you're not satisfied okay, with your course grade, with your course result, you may appeal. Okay, you may appeal in writing after the course results are announced. Once you get your course result, if you're not satisfied, okay, you may appeal, but you have to do this in writing within 2 weeks after the results are out. Okay, and then of course you'll be um, um, asked to pay some fee, which is be charged 100 ringgit per subject. Okay, and then the school is going to set up a committee to look at this, to look at your appeal. Okay, we're going to go over all of the grading done by particular lecturers, and then make the decision. And then that decision will be ratified by the university senate, in which case it will be final. Okay, so we just want to let you know that we have this kind of what do you say? This kind of condition. Okay, appeal for examination result. If you are not satisfied, there is room for you to appeal. Okay, next is terms for continuation. So I think most of you are aware that if you are postgraduate student, we must in any particular trimester obtain a CGPA of at least 3.0. Okay, at least 3.0. Some courses we may get less than 3.0. Some courses we may get 3.0 exactly. But we need, if this is the case, then we need to have some other courses that compensate for that lack less than 3, so that altogether aggregate we get at least 3.0. So if you get at least 3.0 in terms of CGPA, then it is considered pass, and then you may continue your study. Okay, but if you get less than 3.0 and your CGPA, I'm not talking about GPA, I'm talking about CGPA, the cumulative one, is between 2.67 and 2.99, then that is considered conditional pass, lulus bersyarat. Okay, for the first time, and when this is the case, you may continue your study, but you must achieve CGPA, not GPA, CGPA, the cumulation, okay, at least 3.0 in the following trimester. Okay. Okay, so these are some of the details regarding terms for continuation. Okay, regarding terms for continuation, you have here A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay, so obtain conditional pass last trimester, then obtain CGPA of 2.9 until 2.99. So you may be allowed to continue your study, and you don't have to appeal. But if you have a conditional pass last semester, and then in this semester you obtain a CGPA of 2.80, the rate is 2.80 to 2.89. You may be allowed to you are allowed to continue your study, but you need to appeal. Okay, if you get less than that, you will be terminated. Last semester you got conditional pass. This semester you got less than 2.0, you'll be terminated. Okay, and then you can look at D, E, and F. So these are some of the terms for continuation. Okay, so to be on the safe side, make sure that for each trimester you get, your CGPA is at least 3.0, at least a B. Okay, meaning that for each course that you take, you should get at least a B. If you get more, then that will be a plus. Okay, it will compensate you if you get, later on you get some courses you get less than B. Okay, so try very, very hard to get more than B, at least B, for any course that you take. Okay, next, that was in general, okay, terms for repeating courses, but this is something very specific. You're talking about doctoral student, PhD student, and master student by research. Okay, for each course that you take, we're talking about prerequisite courses, academic writing and research method. You need to get a grade of at least a B, a grade of at least a B for each course. So this one cannot be compensated. Okay, one of them B minus, the other one is B plus. Then overall you get B. No. Each one of them you should get at least B. Okay. So those less than B grade are required to repeat the subject or subjects before being allowed to proceed with their proposal defense. Okay. So take note, before you can go for your proposal defense, you must pass your prerequisite courses, okay, with a grade of at least a B. This is for PhD student and master's student by research. Okay, and then for PhD student, you must go for colloquium. Okay, you must go for colloquium. Next, master student. Okay, for a master student, if you get uh, uh, a grade of C plus, okay, a grade of less than 2.33, okay, C plus grade, okay, in any particular course, you will be required to repeat the subject. Okay, for that is for master student. If you get less than C plus, if you get less than C plus in any subject, then you must repeat that course. If you get C plus or B minus, okay, you will not be required to repeat. But if you want to repeat, it's fine. You can repeat. Okay, and then when you do so, your CGPA will be calculated based on the latest grade. So suppose this trimester, you get B minus, and then you decide to repeat. So you repeat that course. Next semester, you get C plus. C plus will be counted because we are talking about the latest grade. Okay, so you have to judge. You have to think about that when before you want to repeat. Now, if you get a grade of B for any subject, okay, a grade of B for any subject, we're talking about master student, okay, then you are not allowed to repeat that subject. So in order for you to repeat, you must get less than B. You must get less than B before you can repeat. If you get less than C plus, it's not that you can repeat. You will be required to repeat. Okay, so these are some of the details of what I've been talking about. This is basically a synthesis of what I've just said earlier. Okay, just a repetition. This is for any particular course. Okay, for any particular course, master student. Okay, next, award of degree. So students following coursework programs need to pass all courses and obtain a CGPA of at least 3.0. So this is pretty much standard, okay? In general, your CGPA must be at least 3.0 before you'll be awarded with a degree, master's degree, okay? Students pursuing a program of study by research must have presented and defended the thesis successfully. So if you're going with a research mode, okay, there is no CGPA, okay, masters by research or PhD, no CGPA. But in this case, you must present and defend your thesis successfully. Okay, present and defend your thesis successfully from proposal defense to Viva Voce. Okay, and then of course you need to abide by other non-academic universities requirements such as the law, APTA University, College University. Okay, and then the fees you should be able to pay all of your debts, settle all of your debts before you be awarded the degree. Okay, so I think basically that's all that I want to talk about. Okay, so once again, if you have if you're not sure about something, okay, you can go to our website, something that I've already shared just now, and then you can email us. Okay, you can email our assistant, Registrar Madam Nurul Nadia. So that is the email address, or you can email me. Okay, you can call our extension. Okay, that's all.